Business Storytelling 101.
How to tell stories for your business. In this episode, my friend Sruli Rapps interviews me for about how to work from home remotely during these quarantine and corona times, especially as an entrepreneur, and even more especially as being an extrovert, a person who needs to talk to people at all times. I give some of my life rules, tips, and lessons, and we basically just started talking. We said, let's turn this into an episode. And that's about it. Stay tuned. Really some interesting stuff. My name is Andy Mizrahi. My company's Old Farm Productions.
And this is Business Storytelling 101.
Thanks for coming.
Great to be here.
Cool. So Andy and I are going to be talking about working remotely and what's amazing about it, what is horrible about it, and what it's like. So here we go. So how about this, Andy? Well, I guess maybe I may as well just introduce myself. I'm Sruli Rapps, and I've been working remotely for like 8 years or something. I love working remotely. I've also always been curious about working remotely and what the opportunities are for working remotely. When I was in my master's degree at Greyscale, I did a project about working remotely, which was fun, and that was more focused on companies and things like that. Now I'm more interested in not the companies, because I'm not at a company anymore. I'm interested in the regular people who find themselves working at home by themselves, don't necessarily have a big Slack channel with thousands of people in it, and what's it like for them during the day? What are the challenges? What's awesome? What's the hardest things? What's the easiest things? What are their hacks? Just to learn from everybody. So I'll hand it over to you, Andy. Maybe introduce yourself, what you do, what's your experience working remotely, and things like that.
Yeah, so my name is Andy Mizrahi. I'm a video producer. I'm from New York/New Jersey. I've been working for myself for about 7 years, and now I've been running my video production company from Israel for about a year and a half, and been doing it. I ran it in Los Angeles for a bit, and I mostly been working out of co-working spaces like WeWork. But since Corona and a little bit before, I've been working from home. So it's been a little bit of a journey to get myself into the zone and find ways to focus myself when I don't have a boss and it's just me alone, with my thoughts to make that happen.
Yeah. By the way, it's okay. I'm writing things down.
Please, yeah.
So that was actually one of the things that I wanted to ask about. Where were you working before you started at WeWork? So you mentioned that co-working spaces. Were you always sort of office-oriented?
Originally when I started my company with my brother, we were working out of the house for 6 months. I thought co-working spaces were like nothing, like expensive, a waste of time. And then someone exchanged for us a video for a co-working space. For like a few months. He said, "Hey, we'll give you space. We need a video. Let's barter."
Yeah.
We did it, and then after I did that, I said, "Okay, that's it. Co-working spaces are for me."
What about it?
I loved how automatically you get the feedback. You walk into the office, someone said to us right away, like, "Wow, you guys, you're so professional." It's like, professional? We've been working out of the house. Like, "Oh, and you guys are doing business like this," or you're doing, or just some kind of feedback of how we're doing things and learning from people around us and showing people like, "Oh, I'm working on this project or this blog. What do you think? What do you think?" And it just helps you get out of your head, and it energized me. I think I'm an extrovert, and I realized that recently. Like, there's all these information on the web, like introverts, tips, but no one talks about extroverts. Like,
That's hilarious.
It's true. Like, I need to go out and talk to people every day, or like I just like lost. I don't know who I am.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So, okay. And so now when you're working at home, right? Wait, so one second. So let me go back to that. Sorry.
Yes.
So when you were working at, so then once you got to the co-working space, that was like your jam for a while.
Yes.
For like how many years?
Till really January of this year. Till like.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah. So maybe the entire time for like 6 years. No matter where I was, it was like, do I need to get a new co-working space? Yes, always. Do I need to go in today? Always. The rules always.
So then how's that been now that you're at home? What's that been like?
So I made a life rule like months ago when I stopped working at WeWork. I said, I cannot work from the house, whatever it is, go work at a library, a coffee shop, and we were talking about this, and then Corona hit, and then it became I have no choice but to sit here and figure out a way to work from home. So I've had to put in things and systems in place in order to get me to focus from the house.
Can you give an example of of a system?
Yes, a system. The first thing I have to do in the morning, well, one of the things I have to do is I have to have 3 video chats a day.
Like that's a rule. Like every day you
Personal
need to have...
rule, I have to have 3 video chats a day. I have to talk to anybody, a friend, family, business. I need to be talking to someone face to face just to get out of my head of like, just, oh, right, you're a person, I'm a person.
Interesting. Okay,
Yes.
so it's not even business related.
It doesn't have to be business related. Yeah.
And it's for the human interaction.
Human interaction, yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. What else have you?
I need to wake up early and get up early, like before, like, somewhere within the realm of 7 or 6 or, something like early in the morning. I have to get up.
How come?
Because the sense of like I forced myself out of bed first thing in the morning. I already like won the morning,
Oh, yeah.
Sense of like winning the morning was always a good thing for me.
Wait, so what does that even mean? Like, what does it mean to
getting up?
How does it relate to specifically working at home?
Something about it, it's like I have a certain strength. Like I know I got up, and then like I have like a bunch of rules. So that's one of them. So getting up at like 6 or 7 a.m. every day, that's a rule.
And these are specifically once you started working at home. You said I need to make rules. Great.
Yes. Another thing is I can't have a breakfast first thing in the morning. I can't have a big breakfast because it used to be I'd make breakfast like eggs or whatever to start the day, and then I'd go out for my day to do my journey. No more. When I'm home and I'm up, I have to be starting my first work task like by a certain time. I have to be sitting at my desk by at least 9:30 for like work mode. I know that's like maybe late, but still, like I have like my things I like to do early anyway. Just whether it's exercising or praying or meditating or writing like 3 thankful things I am every day. I have like little mind games I play with myself to like keep myself focused. What else?
Wow.
I can keep going.
Yeah, go for it.
So another thing I do is before the end of this is a new thing. Like at the end of every day, no matter how late it is, even if I went to sleep at 1 o'clock at night, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I need to spend like 10 to 20 minutes by myself, just recapping my whole day. Did I get things done? What am I doing tomorrow? What were my accomplishments? Whoa. I have to be very like OCD about those kinds of things. So when I wake up the next day, I'm like, I know what I'm doing. I'm a little more refreshed, and
wow.
I have like a sense of purpose when I wake up. So it's not like, what am I doing today? Why am I waking up at 6 again? It's like, no, wow. I have that thing.
That's amazing.
Trying.
That's amazing. So do you also like set like a purpose for like when you get up in the morning, where the point is like by reflecting at the end of the day, kind of like you can kind of pick up where you left off in the morning?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, so you said that it gives you like a sense of purpose for when you wake up in the morning, right?
Yes.
So as part of this reflection and what did you get done and what did I accomplish, do you also then say, okay, when I wake up, I'm going to go right into X, or that just kind of, the point is that you're setting the previous steps so that the next step.
I do try to, like, I didn't do it last night, but like usually I've been doing that lately, where I would say I'm waking up this, and my first hour is this, my second hour is this. Just so I have a sense of purpose right away.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of my goal. Like, I do it to the best of my ability.
So you do that like the night before?
Yes, the night before. I try to just set my morning up a little bit, not necessarily the whole day.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Cool. And this is all because you're working remotely, which is very cool. Meaning it almost feels like remote work is almost like the Wild West. Like it's almost like entrepreneurial kind of zone. It's like when you're at WeWork, even, WeWork is amazing. It's not even an office building, right? You're doing your own thing at WeWork, but it's some kind of structure. Whereas when you're home, it's like, I need to own this because otherwise I'm on my own.
Yeah. Another new thing of the week that I'm doing is something you just said that you did before we were talking is I'm trying to time myself, put myself on a timer.
Yeah.
My wife suggested to me that like you should be doing, try to just structure yourself that you have 4 work hours a day. Just know that this is just 4 just 4 concentrated, give it yourself, like they call it deep work. I'm sure there's
Deep work, yeah. Josh is talking about it all the time.
just
Wow, this is amazing. So 4 work hours a day.
4, I'm trying. It's my new thing of the week.
And what it means is that you basically work in 4 1 hour chunks. Is that the idea?
Yes, 4 1-hour chunks, or a half hour at a time, or just knowing like I worked my 4 hours. This should yield results.
Oh, so it's not necessarily like 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. It could be an hour and a half.
Ideally, it should be right away, because then I could just focus my energies on better things, really.
And how come this has been a good idea?
I think another life struggle I have is ADD. So my attention is all over the place, especially when you're working from home. Everything is your home is a sense of like, I'm working, am I not working? So when I know that I have a sense of I am on the clock, it focuses me, and then I know, oh, I'm on the clock. I can't waste time. I just know that I cannot waste this time because I'm on this clock.
Right. Even though there's no consequences if you don't, but it's the knowledge of knowing that you're on the clock.
Yes.
That's amazing. What the hell's going on out there?
I don't know.
I guess they knew they were recording. It always feels like that, It's like whenever I'm recording, it's like somebody's got to do something loud, right? Wow, that's amazing. And how's that been working out? Like it's you're finding.
I have it's good, but it's also it's not a perfect system. I'm still getting to a perfect system.
Okay.
But like getting better. Definitely better than I was.
Okay, that's awesome. What do you love about working remotely?
I love that I can talk to anybody around the world and nobody cares. Like I had a meeting with someone in Colorado last night, and a meeting with someone in California, and nobody cares where anybody is, and that's awesome to me. I love that freedom.
And so what do you mean by nobody cares where? Like how is that different? Let's say in WeWork or office. Like what do you mean by what are you trying to get at?
So what it used to be was a lot of my clients were old school, and they would say, Andy, where are you? Can we do a face-to-face meeting? Not always, but it used to be. And it's like, I don't really, you don't want to do the face-to-face meeting. You're just like, come on, just go with the times, be cool with like, working remotely. And now it's like, I felt like the corona has like sped up that process and has enabled me to work remotely.
Okay, I see.
But maybe that didn't really answer your question.
No, it did. So working remotely for you, I almost kind of understand it like this, like working remotely for you, and what you love about working remotely is sort of almost like the lightweightness of it, that I'm wherever I am, you are wherever you are, it doesn't matter, we could still get stuff done together.
Exactly.
Okay, that's amazing. And why? Okay, and what's your favorite part about that? What do you love about that?
I love the freedom. I love knowing that I could eventually work from vacation. I can go travel the world and work from anywhere.
What do you hate about remote working?
I miss human interaction. I miss the daily seeing coworkers that brighten me up, and no matter what, like I'm seeing somebody, and I'll see my 3 people a day. Even when I was working at WeWork, I had the rule, like, make sure you have 2 conversations a day.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Because like you can go to WeWork and not talk to anybody.
Yeah, me, right?
No, me.
No, I would talk to you. Yeah.
No, but sometimes like you're like, I don't know, I'm feeling insecure, I'm feeling weird. You're just like in weird energies, and like I don't want to talk to anybody. And then like you're in your head, like I didn't talk to anybody today. But like that, you just talk to one person, and it just like brightens your whole day. You're like, oh yeah, right, humans.
That's amazing. I'm gonna write that down.
And I'm like social, and I could also be like awkward with people, like
That's awesome. That's cool. Okay, so that's the most difficult thing for you when it comes to remote work. You think kind of that human interaction.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And is there anything that you do? Do you do anything to like fix that? I mean, I guess you described the 3.
I try to do 3 video chats a day, to the best of my ability. My new rule is try to start the first one as early as possible.
The first call.
Because like most of my network is in New York, New Jersey, so they don't wake up till like 3, 4 in the afternoon. So by that time, I'll be able to,
Meaning 3, 4 in the afternoon here.
Yes. So like, yeah, I can get my 3, 4 calls at night, but like, I need it in the morning to like charge me.
Wait, so when you say the morning, you mean the morning in the U.S. or the morning for you when it's at night in the U.S.?
Morning for us, for here, where I am.
So when you wake up 6, 7, you'll try to hop on that call.
If I can, yeah, that's ideal.
And forgetting that human interaction. And how's that been working out?
It's great. When I get to do it, it really helps me.
In what way does it help you?
It's a sense of like. So maybe this is related. I was a stand-up comedian for a while, on and off, and comedians, as artists, we are so used to immediate feedback. You go on stage, you tell a joke, you know if you did well or you didn't do well right away.
So you could just tell.
So you say, I told a joke, you're not laughing, I told that poorly. So now and so as an artist, that's what I'm used to, that immediate. And
Amazing.
I think that's part of it, is like getting that instant feedback of who I am as a human being, like right away. You know?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So to get that human interaction as early as possible, as quickly as possible, to remind me, hey, I'm a human. I'm not with other humans now, but hey, I'm still me.
Yeah. And my wife is there, and it's not just, I need somebody outside of my, I guess, house to do it.
Yeah.
Something about that.
Wow.
I don't know why. There's something about that.
And what is your biggest challenge from working at home?
So the biggest challenge is working from home is tough. It's hard to stay in the zone. It's very hard to, remember how to, get your things done when no one is there to remind you, and, no one is looking, no one's watching you, and it's you and your own thoughts. And you're like, what is my schedule? What is my calendar? Should I take a nap? Should I go eat again? And it's like, it's very hard. It's really, really one of the hardest things I've ever had to overcome. And, but it's so rewarding because I know that there's like gold at the end of this rainbow. Because,
what do you mean?
Because it's so hard to work from home, because you don't have anybody no one's there to say where's the proposal or go make a sale or anything like that. It's on me to make that happen.
Yeah.
So but the benefit is I can stay home and be with family and be with my wife all day and work from a different country and save money on an office space. And I think ultimately, if I could figure out how to really master working from home, I could master working from anywhere in any condition.
Wow.
So.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's how I feel.
Let me just write that down. Okay. That was a long time. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, got it. Wow, 1 second. So, wow, that was really cool. So, like, what's your schedule? And, right, so, like, nobody's saying, like, what's your schedule? And, right, so you really have to, take control. And it's been very cool to kind of hear all these different, lots of rules that, like, you're making for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of set up, like, straight away, like, I've had to make rules for myself. And just the stuff that we've been describing, like, the fact you're using a timer, like, how you're really kind of having to own your day, which I think is an interesting idea, right? Very cool. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, we did this. Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. I think we kind of touched about it, but what tools do you use at work? Whether it's honestly anything, whether it's communication tools with other people, whether it's things like your timer, like what are your tools that you use during work?
My toolbox is I use Adobe Suite, so I use the Adobe really for video editing, Adobe Premiere. I use Canva to make.
Cool.
Yeah, I use Canva to make like marketing content. I use LinkedIn to post my marketing content and Instagram. I communicate with people with Zoom, Skype, and WhatsApp, all that good stuff. What else? I have my professional cameras ready to go so I could shoot high quality videos on the fly that like to, talk about something like for a blog post or, so that's really great.
Cool. And obviously you said that you're using Toggle, right?
Oh, and I'm using Toggle to like time myself. Yeah.
Any other productivity tools like that?
Productivity tools, yes. Oh, productivity tools. So I also use an app called Self Control.
Okay.
It's an app on your, it's an app on the computer that looks like a skull head that you press it and it blocks all the distracting websites on your blacklist for as long as you need it to be blocked. And it works on every browser. So it's like if you have Firefox, Chrome, Safari, it knows that, and it blocks every kind of website, news, everything for as long as you need. So I use that. I've also tried to teach myself.
How long have you been using that for?
Oh, I've been using that one for years.
For years.
Years, yeah.
Wow.
I get in and out of using that one. That's a great one. I have to like use it more often, but it's so great. Another thing I do is I try to put my phone in black and white mode lately. I grayscale my phone and my computer a lot.
Yeah.
So it makes my devices more boring, so I want to not use them so easily.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a trick I heard on one of these podcasts or something.
Cool. Wow, that's awesome. Anything else you think of?
What else? On my phone, I have a Samsung Note, one of these Samsung devices, and it has a built-in timer you could add to all your apps, any of your apps that you want, that says you can't use it for more than 20 minutes a day or something.
Oh, wow.
So I have that on Instagram, I have that on TikTok,
wow, cool.
I have that on any app that I know is too addicting.
Wow, cool. That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm just trying to be as tech-free as possible. That's another thing.
Wow.
Because a big problem is all these internet vortexes, internet loops. You go into your phone, then you're like searching this, and you're Googling that, and you're checking your Insta, your LinkedIn, your stats, your blah, blah, blah. So it's like, okay, no, I have to know that that's coming, and I have to find ways to break it early on.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm just really trying to like really these days only use all the social medias just for posting, not for socializing much, because it's whatever. It's not healthy, and it's not productive, and there's a better use for my time.
Cool. That's awesome.
So yeah, those are
amazing. I think honestly, the questions I'd written, I think that was awesome. Is there anything else that like you want to share about this experience of remote working, or anything that comes to mind that's been like, sticks out as like, oh, this has been really useful?
Yeah, I can give you like a summary of all my tips in one sum up.
Let's do it.
So my life rules are: get up at 6 a.m., pray 3 times a day, learn the Torah, and after you do that, put yourself on a timer, skip breakfast, like have only like a light breakfast, like banana, not like a huge thing. The timer's good. What else? Try to have video chats every day so you get out of your head and you feel like a person. And that's really, maybe just try to inspire yourself. Try to find, a big thing is, I think this is like a Tony Robbins thing. Try to find ways to be pulled towards your goals, not trying to motivate yourself. So it's like, I love my goal. I believe in it so deeply that I just want to run towards my goal. I'm not just like, do I have to do this again? It's like, no, I love it. So keep finding ways to inspire yourself, fan those flames, and just believe in it and just have a passion for it.
That's awesome.
And that was my episode with Sruli Rapps, where I totally take his random interview questions and make them into a podcast episode. Do you have any questions of your own about do you have any tips of how you work from home? What do you do to get into the zone during these wild and crazy times? Let me know. My name is Andy Mizrahi. My company is Old Farm Productions.
And this is Business Storytelling 101.